Hi there, it's time for another instalment of Game On with me, Aaron Davis. Tonight we're having a look at Return of the Sinister Six. We're just going to crack straight on into this one. Don't need to have a look at the back of this too much. But of course we've got the Sinister Six, and surprisingly there are six of them. If you know your comics, they have a few different lineups over the years, but this is a pretty solid little lineup. What I'm expecting with this is probably them each to have their own little section of the board. We'll just jump straight in and start having a look, see. There we go. Okay, still only one. Oh no, it is the first one that's more than one page. Okay, Sinister Six Mode. Did not use the mission guide even. Place the six large Sinister Six dashboard at the center. Okay, so it sits inside there with everything going around around the outside. No threat cards. Shuffle and place an egg there. And place two of the villain's game pieces in that location. Okay. There's got obviously quite a bit more going on here in terms of the usual rules. Try and read this as quick as I can while we're here. Shows the Sinister Six in a column in different orders. When a card is played, activate in descending order the two topmost villains listed that have not yet been defeated. Okay, yeah, so in this instance here, Mysterio would move one in the direction, bam, place a henchman. I always feel like I get this wrong. It's civilian thug. I keep calling them henchmen. Sorry about that. One thug, and then Electro would go do the same movement, bam, and place the civilian. Obviously from a different position because he's in a different place. Defeating Sinister Six. Players each villain only take damage once. A weak spot has been found. So weak spot cards. In some occasions, villain may use actions in order to place the same token corresponding. Okay, so they've got their own little threat things that help you find the weak spots. And then you can damage that specific villain. So you have to take all six out. Lose if the Mysterio MasterCard or the deck is empty. Those will lose if a hero is exhausted. Okay. Might just try and change this light situation real quick. It's a nightmare here at night. Sorry about this. There we go. That's better, I think. Nice. That looks really sharp. This looks like a bit of a brain mouse here. Do it quickly. Dr. Octopus. Place one crisis token in Dr. Octopus's location. Then deal one damage to each hero in all locations with any crisis tokens. Would be rough if some of the others place crisis tokens as well. Oh. Okay, but that's locations with crisis tokens. He gives them two heroes. Craven deals 2 damage to the first lone hero going clockwise from his location. If there are no lone heroes, 2 civilians instead. Sandman gains 1 health. So you can go above usual and deals 1 to each. Electro. Deal 1 damage to each hero in both locations adjacent to, so either side. And Vulture, if there are any tokens in Vulture's location. Move all of them to this dashboard. Okay. Can't be added to location. Draw a master plan. Ouch. Oh, that's a nasty overflow. When a hero is KO'd, no BAM effect is activated. Instead, add a master plan. That's nasty as well. Mysterio heroes with any crisis tokens must play their hero card randomly on their turn. Ouch. But then they can get rid of crisis tokens, so it's only going to happen once. When you say damage, if he has any tokens, ignore any damage. He would take this turn and move those locations to his tokens to his location. So he gets rid of all of the tokens he has each time the first time you deal damage to him, if he's got any. Ooh, probably say. Well, Sandman gets health, right? Oh dear, sorry about that. This video is going so well. Yeah, Sandman gets stronger, so he's a good contender to take out early. Kraven's always going to be hitting people, so he's another potential early target. Mysterio's annoying, but is he more than that? Probably not. Dr. Octopus gets worse over time, but initially maybe isn't that bad. So I'd probably say Kraven, Sandman. I'd even be tempted to leave Vulture and then try and take him on last, because his health doesn't get bigger, he just gets a shield. So I'd probably go after Vulture last, if it was me, but the game doesn't always allow for that. Okay, so they've each got their own mastermind boards as well, their own villain boards. That's really cool. I really like that. So essentially, you've got 7 game modes in here. You've got 6 villains plus a mode in which you can use them all. Broken illusion. Blah, blah, blah. This is going to take a while to go through and give my thoughts on them, so I'll go as quick as I can. Mysterio can't take damage. So that's going to be in his threat deck. This is tough. This is a tough one to sort of give my first impressions on, because it's going to be quite lengthy, I think. Maybe we pull all these out and have a look at the threat cards and the actual villain card itself together. Right, let's go in here now. Alrighty, I'll have a quick look at these minis. Kraven here, he's looking pretty great. Yeah, the detail on him is pretty exceptional, I'd say. Bit of a wonky spear. Hopefully that will respond well to some hot water and I can straighten it back out. Doc Ock. Got a bit more of a fringe maybe than the traditional bowl cut. Actually, I wouldn't. So it's reminding me a little bit of Boris Johnson. Here we go. Yeah, those tentacles are cool and how he's suspended there. Nice. Yeah, I like that. That might be one of my favourites. Oh, yeah, Electro's looking pretty sharp. It's going to be really fun to paint. I look forward to seeing some painted examples out there. Sandman. Ah, nice. They've added some texture onto the bottom here to make your life a bit easier. If and whenever I get around to painting these, I'll probably use some miniature basing sand on him in a few places. Needs a bit of tidying up. That face, though. That's pretty good. That's a definition. Vulture's wings looking pretty sharp. Yeah, literally, I suppose. Yeah, he looks great as well. And this is the one I'd probably be most looking forward to seeing the mini of. Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to painting that. Oops. Yeah, flying on the smoke there. That's pretty awesome. Okay. Let's get into this here. So we've got Doc Ock here. Sorry about this. One day I'll get around to getting better equipment and actually edit this stuff, but I kind of want you to take the journey with me, so I hope you don't mind the little bits of downtime we have here and there. There we go. I'm going to get rid of the nuisance light, turn the right one off. Okay, we've got Dr. Octopus here. Let's go with him first. Let's find him. When our location is 3 crisis tokens, it is destroyed. Remove it from play. Oh dear. Bam, deal 1 damage to each hero and Dr. Octopus's location plays crisis. They lose 4 or more locations are destroyed. So he'd have to put 12 down in just 4 locations, so he'd have to ignore 2 of them completely and not have any be removed. Yeah, I don't feel like that's going to happen very much, unless, of course, a lot of his cards dump crazy amounts of crisis down. The overflows, of course, crisis. I have just noticed there's no location cards in this expansion, so you'd have to be playing with the locations from somewhere else or the base game or something. No move, bam. 1 move, bam, bam, bam. I'm probably expecting a bam on most of these. Not that one. Bam, bam. Deal 1 damage to each hero in any locations with any crisis tokens. Then place 1. Okay, that's good. That's the same. Move all heroes 1 location closer to Dr. Octopus, then bam. Yeah, so all but 1 of his cards is going to be adding crisis. Yeah, this is the only one. Ouch. Okay, so maybe he will be adding plenty. Extra to rescue, extra to rescue, extra to rescue. Okay. Ah, cool. They've got some of their friends from the Sinister Six. Someone gains a health deal. Okay, so this is the same as his multiplayer variant. This one's got to be different, though, because his rules don't quite work otherwise. Yeah, cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that we'll see these. I guess you could even crack the minis out and put them on the stand, the threat cards, just for fun. Next up, we have Vulture. So the one that I said I would probably consider the least threat. Although, actually, now I'm thinking about it again, if he's kidnapping loads of things, it might be difficult to complete the requirements. Oh, no, they don't even exist because it's just a weak point, isn't it? And the weak points are actually somewhere else, the weak spots. Anyway, bam, steal 1 crisis token. Spoils from Vulture's location. If available, then move all heroes to the location opposite to Vulture. Any hero in Vulture's location can prevent this by taking 2 damage. Okay, so it looks like he's going to be placing crisis tokens down, then stealing them. So he's trying to get crisis tokens based on the number of players. Yeah. Okay, so he's got part of a special setup as well. He's placing 3 on each location. Right, he's not going to struggle with that. Let me just go back and check these last 2, if they have any special setup that I missed. No, other than Mysterio saying shuffle the threat cards and place them face down at the location. So Mysterio's threats are going to be going face down. That's kind of cool. Anyway, back to who we're looking at, Vulture. Yeah, so his setup accounts for that. Just realised that all of the other villains I previously looked at, we didn't look at the back for special setup rules. So we'll see if there's anything I've missed there. Vulture is attacked here and he takes 1 damage and moves. 1 damage and moves. Each hero in this location takes 2. Yeah, you probably want to either avoid this or sort it out. Oh, excuse me. It's a bit late tonight. Sorry about this. Although him moving heroes opposite him, and yeah, I suppose he could end up getting moved there. Against your will, Kraven and Sandman deal 2 to a hero in his location. Yeah, cool. Okay, so he steals crisis tokens for Vulture as well, so they team up. That's pretty nice. Vulture's master plans. So no bams on those. Bam, 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 bam. Nothing down the bottom of the big move. Bam, no bam. If this is not the first heist plan card in the storyline, steal 1 crisis token from each location without heroes. Ouch. This is the first one doesn't do anything, but everything after that does. So yeah, you can maybe group up until the first one of these comes out, and then you definitely want to spread out. Keep those crisis token levels down. Yeah, Vulture's looking pretty cool. I'm actually quite excited to try playing against him. He seems really fun. I think I'm going to, at this point, say I think I'm prepared to take my hat off for this expansion. Seems really refreshing. Electro. All of the BAMs as well. Oh, we haven't looked at this card. We'll go back and find that. Here we go. Oh, lots of special rules. Just like what this video needs. More rules. Goodness me. If a crisis token should be placed on a location that already has one, place one on the next clockwise location. As long as their location has a crisis token on it, the heroes can't use the end of turn effect. Okay. When heroes get knocked out, he places crisis tokens there. His BAM is deal 1 damage to each hero in location opposite and in both locations adjacent to that. So he's hitting 3 spaces. That's a lot. That's quite a lot of damage potential there. Yeah, maybe we will see less BAMs. That kind of plays into what we'd already had a quick look at. Oh, excuse me. Okay. I shouldn't do these while I'm tired, but I've got a game tonight in 2 days, so I'm going to try and video all of this stuff in 2 days so I can play it. Anyway, overflow. If one or more can't be added, add crisis, yeah. Heroes lose if all locations in play have a crisis token. Oh dear. So that seems relatively likely. He's like gunning after heroes pretty hard. Yeah, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. Possibly the most aggressive villain I've seen to date. Electro can't take any damage until each hero has played a card in the storyline after this. Oh no, there can't be more than one of those. That's rough. In a 4-player game, if he's playing cards every 2, that's 4 cards out of his deck just down the toilet with you're not actually able to hurt him. That's wow. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, so that's a third of his deck that he just gets to cruise by on unless they come out close together. That I'm getting a sense that Electro might actually be incredibly difficult. Place crisis. Take extra damage, of course. Electro gains health. May go above maximum, and it's 3. Oh my goodness. Yeah, let me know. Have you played against Electro yet? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Wow. And then play another master plan card after he moves. Oh, that's awful. Yeah. I'm just... Can't say I'm looking forward to fighting against Electro, but... Wow. He's gonna make a mess. Okay, on to Sandman. Let's get his board here. No special setup. See, checking. Special rules: when a hero is KO'd, Sandman doesn't activate his bow, instead plays another master plan. Sandman heals 2 and deals 1 to each hero. Okay. But this time, design, well, maybe not design error, but all of the other instances say that you can go over maximum health. This one doesn't in the effect, but it says it in the plot. That is the wrong place to have that information. I mean, realistically, it doesn't really matter, but it should be here. Yeah, it's just not great editing and layout. So he wins if he gets to 20 health. So 6 BAMs. And he gains health from overflow as well. So let's say overflow never happens. He needs to trigger this 6 times to win. If the harder master plan card is in the storyline, Sandman cannot take damage. Okay, so there's one of these that this is kind of interesting. So these are movement to get rid of them, and they actually power up a master plan card rather than do something themselves. Quite like that. Yeah, more difficult to get away. Doc Ock and Electro. Deal 1 damage to each hero in this location. If there are no heroes in this location, deal 1 damage to each hero in adjacent locations. Ugh. He's still scary. He still finds a way to be scary. So Sandman needs to trigger 6 BAMs minimum. I mean, if we're ignoring the overflow and other ways you can get health. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so he's only got 5 BAMs. Must come from his special effects. For now, Sandman can't take any damage until all Sandstorm threat cards are clear. Yep. Doesn't heal with that either. Deal 1 damage to each hero in both adjacent locations. Discard any action tokens from the threat card in Sandman's location. I must be missing something here. Does he place just a hideous amount of people?